I'm going with Terence Crawford. You know, big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. You know, it ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this the last couple of years. I'm not betting against Terence Crawford against nobody right now. You got to show me that you can beat him.
I fought against Crawford. I couldn't even hit clean. They both hit hard because, and you could see the strength when I was fighting against Crawford. He is very strong as well. So look, yeah, but why does he need to give that much away? He's pound for pound #1 in the world. Why does he have to come and fight Canelo?
Canelo Crawford.
Very hard. 50-50. For me, pound for pound, #1 is Terence Crawford.
When seasoned boxing experts talk about the highly anticipated showdown between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford, most agree it likely won't be competitive. Analysts believe Crawford's move up 2 weight classes into super middleweight puts him at a major disadvantage. Canelo's proven body shot power, his ability to break opponents down at 168 pounds, and his championship pedigree at higher weights are expected to overwhelm Crawford's style and frame. Jaron Ennis even warned Crawford that jumping straight to 168 against Canelo is a mistake, advising a tune-up fight at 161st. He pointed out that Canelo has dominated super middleweight and knocked out naturally bigger fighters.
But I think you gotta lean more towards Canelo because, like I said before, he been pitting big guys out and down, and Canelo not even really a 68 pounder. He probably really should be at 60 maybe, and he been hurting these guys. I think he be dropping these guys and things like that. So, and them guys be way bigger than him come fight night. I know that for sure. They be probably close to 200 pounds, and he dropping those guys like that. So, I don't know. It's gonna be a great fight. The fans want to see it. So, so be it. I think Crawford should take a warm up fight. At like 60 or like at least at 60, just to get his body, to fill into somebody a little bit bigger, and things like that. I know when you go up a weight, you gotta, develop that power and not develop the power, but like put that muscle on and be heavier and things like that. So he might not want to take a fight because he's trying to build up right now. But I think he should just to stay sharp and that way he don't have like a long layoff or anything like that.
Former champ Carl Froch argued that Crawford is moving up multiple weight classes and likely won't survive beyond 6 rounds against Canelo's punishing strength and bodywork. Froch predicts Crawford will last only 4 to 6 rounds before Canelo finishes him, given the steep jump up 2 or 3 divisions.
It was absolutely crap, load of rubbish. The fight really was a waste of time. If you haven't watched it, don't watch it because there's better things you can be doing, like probably watching the grass grow or watching some paint dry maybe. But that fight was a total waste of time. Watching that as a former unified super middleweight world boxing champion and Hall of Famer, I was thinking to myself, what an opportunity you've got there. If I was fighting still 10 years ago, if that opportunity came up for me, I know Canelo Alvarez is going to be a tough fight for anybody. I know it's a long ask trying to beat a guy like that, but come on. If I'm in there with Canelo for whatever amount of money, there's going to come a point where I'm saying, right, I'm going for it now. Probably around 3 or 4, I'm going to stick it on him and have a go. To be given an opportunity like that, Skull, defending his IBF title and potentially becoming undisputed, to go in there and just perform like that, for me, it's not acceptable. And I think in my day and with my mindset and the way I used to fight, I'd have gone for it. Just gone for it and then give the fans, give the boxing fans and do myself and my trainer proud.
He has passed his best. He's had over 60 fights. Mm-hmm. Made a fortune. Why is he even still fighting? But this is a super fight against Crawford. Yeah. But it could go wrong for him. He could end up losing. Whoever loses, it'll be an upset because the amount of people that think Crawford's going to win. Crawford's certainly an unbelievable bad boy fighter, a proper good fighter. Then you've got Canelo who just understands the game.
Abel Sanchez, the former trainer of Gennady Golovkin, called the matchup ridiculous. He stressed that Crawford hasn't shown the power or physical growth to compete at 168 pounds. And would have to score a knockout to win.
Canelo versus Terence Crawford. I'd like to get your thoughts on how that fight plays out and a prediction, if possible.
Okay, well, first of all, Terence Crawford is a great fighter, but so is Canelo. I think that, in my opinion, their IQ is similar, except Canelo doesn't get hit like Crawford gets hit. In my opinion, Canelo's a bigger man. Not that he started out as a bigger man, but he's now a bigger man. He has been hit by not only Gennady, who's one of the biggest punchers that I've ever coached and I've ever seen, but he's also been hit by Bivol, by Kovalev, who's a big puncher. You know, he's been hit by big guys. Crawford had a hard time with a 154-pounder who hit him often. So I think that no matter how much weight he puts on, no matter how smart he thinks he is or how big he thinks he is, he's going to be getting hit by a truck. And he's not used to that. And I think that at the beginning, just like it was with Kell Brook and Gennady, at the beginning, the speed and the talent.
Sparring insider Coron Davis, who has trained with both fighters, also sided with Canelo, citing his size, strength, and physicality as the clear edge.
It'll be a lot. You have to. It'll be a lot to get that victory based on size alone. Not that size wins fights, but you got a guy that got size and skills. It'll be hard. I mean, nothing's impossible. But if I had my money on somebody winning the fight, it'll be Canelo Alvarez. Terence Crawford is a great fighter. They're both great fighters. You got two great fighters in there. But I think one guy got the advantage due to his makeup, his body type, how big of a person he is. And I think that will be a deciding factor in that fight.
Jumping up 21 pounds, would Crawford have to fight the perfect fight?
Absolutely. Size will play a factor in that fight. It won't. It'll be a lot harder to damage Canelo. His punches will be way more effective than Crawford's punches if they fight at 168. So I think it'll be an issue. It's not impossible, but it will be hard.